Why did you come to teach at the festival?
Because Yossi has invited me, and I'm very proud to be here and really happy to take part in this great project. I really discovered something very important for the young generation, and what he built for this situation, for this project gives great opportunity. The idea to get together, to put together and select a really strong group of students, of young artists, and to give them the opportunity to work with the great faculty and share experience with pedagogues and artists, and at the end the opportunity to play in one of the biggest and most important venues in the world, in Europe. I think is something really very important for them. Great opportunity. So why I shouldn't come? It's really an invitation to give something special to them and take part to this process in 1 week to reach a great result for them and to encourage them.
When you teach in a master class, what do you do different than in a normal lesson?
Well, I would like, all the time I tell me that masterclass is an open lesson that everybody has to learn something. But when I go direct with the students, I cannot forget that he needs, first of all, a special direction. So I usually go focus anyway on what he needs really to work on, to focus on in it, because we have so few time and we don't know if you will meet another time again. So I think it's an important opportunity all the time, not to solve first of all the main things he needs really for his work and for his development in the future. So just few things, but important for him, advices and to try to go deep. Of course, if there is opportunity to take all the audience in this discussion, and we have the opportunity to expand and to open some windows and some doors to different subjects, or be more large in the work. But I prefer always to be very deep, like in a personal lesson. Of course, it's a little bit different, because in personal lesson you can have more time, you can go more precise, but it's important anyway to don't leave it just an experience of discussion, but give to him the right guide. You know, what he needs really from me. I would be there and help him.
Do you think that it's necessary that the student always perform an entire piece before the lesson, or at least a movement, something right from the beginning to the end?
Yeah, it depends. You know, it's important. It's important occasion for them. We say they have been selected, so they are prepared. They have some pieces really already in the repertoire, very strong. Okay, so it's very important to keep, especially for us that we meet them for the first time, to understand everything. To give a great impression, total impression of them. So it's very important that they perform the piece, and it's better if they want to play, if they play only movement of the sonata. But yes, the performance is very important to get the idea of the person, because we don't know them. So it's the first time I meet this student or artist, young artist, that I like to call much more young artist. And so I prefer to start with the performance, of course, and then of course it's very important, and then we work. Yeah.
Do you think that you also learn something from the students?
All the time. It's an occasion to to share experience. All the time we learn, because it's all the time there is a different situation. A lesson is not something that you repeat from the past. It's something that you build in that moment, in the real time. So it's absolutely a sharing, absolutely a two-sense communication, and I have to check if they understand really, and it's very important, this process, to get them focus on what I need to tell them. No? This is always very stimulating for me. It's great experience to exchange my experience with them, and also to learn how I can enter in the world of the other person that is playing for me, and to try to move something in the soul and in the idea of performance and the idea of interpretation, everything what is to do. Okay, it's exchange, completely exchange.
Do you have a very memorable moment from teaching a student?
It's a great experience all the time, and I can remember I think almost all the people that played for me. And even after many years, people is coming and say, "Maestro, you remember me?" Yes, I remember that lesson on that piece. And they cannot understand why. But for me, it's really, one is something really, really very deep. Because lesson is very, very, very deep experience, because we are speaking of music. Music is the maximum art. So after this, what is God maybe? Yeah. So we have just all the time we move emotion like that. It remains. So it's not something routine, something very, very serious.
Do you think that it's possible to predict the future of the students?
Of course, we see the potential, but how can we predict? It's impossible to predict. But in many cases, I work with really very, very talented people, and this, of course, is a great pleasure to see how they can understand easily what you are telling to them. And how they develops in the years, it depends from many, many, many aspects. It's not just from the potential and from the talent, but there are many, many other factors that contribute to this possibility of success.
Do you have a funny moment from teaching?
Funny moment all the time that I play Mozart or humoristic pieces, or from the music you get also the funny. Absolutely.
Great answer.
Yeah.
How many students can you teach and have a career as a pianist?
What do you mean?
How many students can you keep at the same time and still have enough time to practice?
For me, you mean? Okay. Yes, this is the most difficult part, because when I started to open my class to really high-level students, it's a great responsibility, and sometimes I have to focus in their important moment. For example, if they are preparing in a competition, is really a priority, and for me it's very hard, really very hard to find my time to practice. So I have really to force and to reduce everything in my life and be very focused on that. But priority goes when they prepare important events, like important concert, a recital, or competitions, because this is a unique opportunity for them to start, to open, to build a career. And sometimes I have more than 2-3 competition in a month, and this is a lot amount of work for me. But I have to do, of course, because also I have my career, I have my activity and recordings and projects and concerts. So it's very important to be very organized.
Do you changed your teaching over the years?
It's continuously changing. It's like the life gives you the repertoire, gives you advices all the time. Much more you knew in the music, and much more you grew up, and your way of teaching can change, of course. Basically, when I work on the technique, that's come from my experience. But also yeah, not only from the past, but mainly from the past, because I know the basic needs, what is important to build in the technique. But the way to explain, it's always different. It depends from the music we have, and we start from different points to arrive to the important point. And yes, because music is as the life inside, life in the music is in the music. Because composer, when they write the music, they think to the life, to the experience, to the emotions, everything is in the life. So when we speak of this such deep, intense emotions, we have to find all the time the right way to enter in that direction. So it's always something to discover, something new all the time. So you just grew up with experience, and there is not one schedule that you plan and you decide all the life. It's like that. No, it's very interesting. That also, as you told me before, if I learn from students all the time to receive this energy from the students, and to think after the lesson also, if it was the right way, and how to improve the next time. To be, I could also tell there to convince much more. You know, it's always something that can grow up.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about teaching?
That's the satisfaction is, of course, great when you see them, and you have to leave them, the students. For me, you mean my students, or generally?
In general, in teaching.
In teaching, to see that they leave the lesson with something inside new, and they get a new level, new consciousness in the music. You know, the experience was good for them, and you see the satisfaction. This is the best moment for me, of course.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr.
You're welcome.